So you are thinking about moving to Denton, Texas? Well, in this video, I'm going to take you on a tour of a neighborhood where the price range is anywhere from $450,000 up to $600,000 and even more. What's really interesting about this neighborhood is it really has multiple price ranges. It's a neighborhood that has a lot of little subdivisions in it, but more on that later. If this is your first time on our channel, make sure that you subscribe, tap that bell for notifications so you can be the first one to know everything there is to know about living in North Texas and Denton, Texas specifically. We get calls and emails from people just like you all the time looking to make a move to the North Texas area, and we absolutely love it. We love helping people find their perfect home in an area that we absolutely love to live in. So if that's you and you're looking to move in 9 months or 9 days, you can give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All the information is going to be in the description below. So let's get to it. So like I said earlier in this video, we're going to tour a neighborhood where the homes range from about $450,000 up to actually a little over, well, no, in this area we're just going to hit about $450,000 to roughly about $575,000. This is a very interesting neighborhood. It's really big, and within the neighborhood you have different little subdivisions that have different names to them, but it's all considered one neighborhood. There's walking trails here, biking trails. There's even an elementary school here. Obviously there's an amenity center and a pool. So this is really a great neighborhood to live in. It's at a good price point for Denton. It's extremely close to I-35, so you can hop on the highway here in South Denton, and that would put you at Lake Louisville within minutes. You could go to Dallas, and probably, honestly, if the expressway was open going south, that could put you in Dallas in easy 35 to 40 minutes, depending on where in Dallas you want to go. Wouldn't really take you that long, and as long as traffic's not bad, which is a whole nother story about I-35 and traffic. Really just depends on what kind of day or what time of day it is, but this is really a great location. Like I said, it's close to the highway, which is a huge plus for people who are having to commute to either Dallas or Carrollton or even Louisville, which is just across the bridge. That's not far at all. So great location. It's got an elementary school. As you can see, these homes are a little bit older. To me, not really older. 20 years is not old to me, but I guess suppose for some people it is. It's definitely not new construction. And like I always say, one giveaway is look at the landscaping, look at the trees. You can see that a lot of the trees here are a lot more mature. They're bigger. The landscaping is established. These homes are established. And the house we're about to walk by now, this one is a house that's listed at $565,000. It's 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, about 3,400 square feet. With a pool. I think that puts it about $165,000, or maybe it was $168,000 a square foot. But can you imagine living in Dallas with a pool for $565,000? Not going to happen. And if you are watching this and you're from California or Washington or New York, that house, like I said, $565,000, 3,400 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bath with a pool. And this is a great neighborhood. It's a well-kept neighborhood. It's very nice. It's quiet. School got out early today, so there are, school buses going by, but it's still pretty quiet here. So it really is just a terrific neighborhood. There are other areas of this neighborhood that are even less than the $450,000. There are some that are, I saw, around $350,000, $360,000, $375,000 in a different part of this neighborhood. But then there are homes in this neighborhood that can top about $700,000 as well. Of course, they're going to be bigger, probably going to have different finish outs and things like that, and possibly even newer. But this is definitely an affordable neighborhood for many people. You know, something else about this neighborhood that I find unique is that even though the homes aren't built in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, obviously not, they were built in the earlier 2000s to mid 2000s, is that they still have a lot of charm. Not every single house is the same, even though it's a lot of the same builders. I do like that the houses look different and they have a lot of charm. I like the big front porches on some of them, like this one that we're about to walk by has just a really cool front porch. I am a fan of front porches. We have one in our house And I absolutely love front porches. I like to sit out on the front and watch neighbors walk by and watch people walk by. That's something that people did way back before air conditioners were a thing. You would go out on the front porch to cool off. Now that we have AC, you can see that most houses these days, they don't have front porches because we don't need them. We all go inside now. We don't sit outside and talk to our neighbors. So I personally am a fan of a front porch. I think we should all sit outside if we can and get to know our neighbors and get to know each other. I think it's a great thing. Also, I just think it's a, it's a safety thing too, to know who's in the neighborhood, who's living in the neighborhood, what's going on. And, I know it's good to check up on your neighbors, check up on your friends. So that's another unique thing about this neighborhood. Like I said, it is in the south area of town. So it's going to be closer to things like the mall, I-35. So if you want to go to a different mall, other than the one in Denton, it'll probably take you about maybe a solid, it could be 10 to 15 minutes depending on traffic to get to downtown, which is the downtown square. If you haven't seen my video on that, then you're going to want to make sure and check that out. I have a whole video on the downtown Denton Square because it's really just an awesome, fun place to be. So here you're not going to be able to walk to that. You're going to have to, definitely going to have to drive, and sometimes depending on Denton traffic, it can be a little pretty dicey. It can be a little dicey at 5 o'clock here in Denton. But that's going to be any town. Not as dicey as it would be if you lived in Dallas. So not that bad. So here you have it. Like I said, neighborhood here ranging, the houses I've shown you range anywhere from about 450 to maybe upper 500s. But like I said, there's other areas in the neighborhood that are lower and then other areas that are higher as well. And I think for the character of the neighborhood, the charm of the neighborhood, the maturity of the neighborhood, this is a really, really good price point. Ranging, some houses in the 160s a square foot, up to $200 a square foot. It really depends on, does it have a pool? Is it big? Is it small? What kind of finish outs does it have? Does it need updating or not? So those are going to determine your price per square foot a lot. But y'all, this neighborhood is gorgeous. I'm just looking around and going, oh, that house looks different from the house next door to it. And, it's just very, very, very charming neighborhood. So there you have it for this price range. I have other videos on other price ranges so you can see what fits your budget the best. So there you have it, this beautiful neighborhood that's priced around $450,000 to about $600,000. And then I've got other videos of homes in Denton that are priced lower and some that are priced higher. So you can check those out to see what fits your budget best. Denton is very eclectic like that, and I absolutely love it. So check out our channel, look at our other videos, and we'll see you on the next one.